I am a certified professional coactive life coach. In 2007, in one of my early coaching classes, I was doing a session with a partner where we were taking turns coaching each other on a real personal topic. I usually, typically, pretty much always, talk about girls, and this time was no exception. So I'm telling my partner, Rebecca, that I was decently content in most areas of my life, right, like job, health, family, friends. But in the romance department, I did not have anyone who I could hold hands with on a regular basis. And if you're not familiar with life coaching, Rebecca's next question to me will give you a pretty good idea. If you think of this future relationship you will have with this future woman as a cake, what would be the fundamental ingredients? Like the eggs and the flour. Now, this was actually a very difficult question for me because I'd only been in dysfunctional relationships up until this point that left me crawling back for more. So I managed something like, the eggs are communication, because it is important for me to feel comfortable to yell fire if, like my past relationships, this future woman and I are clearly slow dancing in a burning room. And then I had, the other core ingredients to come up with. So I'm struggling and fumbling. And then, like a good life coach, Rebecca challenges me even further. Now, what would be the frosting? That shit blew my mind. Because it's already amazing if someone shows you the way to open a door in your mind. But for someone to help you unlock a door that you didn't even know was a door, that shit's revolutionary. So my answer is something ridiculous, like I like music a lot, so maybe she could like the music that I like. That'd be nice. But this whole time that my mind is exploding with the idea that I might someday be in a relationship that not only is an actual viable cake, but a frosted actual viable cake, I am, of course, questioning whether it's even possible. Because in 2007, when this coaching session happened, I hadn't been with anyone for 3 years. And when I say I hadn't been with anyone, something to note is that I am a prude, or traditional or something, I don't know the word, but I don't hook up, I don't make out, I don't even really hold hands with a woman unless there is an emotional connection that has the potential to grow stronger. So my traditional prude absence of anyone streak continued until last year. In the winter of last year, though, I went on a 2-month bus tour around the country called the Equality Ride that visits college campuses with discriminatory policies against lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer people. When I left for that ride, I was actively pursuing a woman named Christina Davis who lived in Providence. Things were going okay with her. We spent time together in Providence. It was good. We were exchanging mixed CDs. But, right? But there was one glaring caveat about the whole situation with her, which is that I actually had no idea if she was even into me. She would email me and text me, and we would even talk on the phone sometimes, but only if I initiated the contact. But when I left for the ride, I was still trying with her. When I got to the ride, there were a lot of touchy-feely people there, kind of like dancers, right? Like, we were in very close quarters, and we were doing a lot of emotionally intense activities. So there was a lot of hugs and affection being thrown around all the time. Now there was one lady in particular named Caitlin McIntyre who seemed to toss quite a big amount of hugging and snuggling my way. Now, so sometimes I thought maybe she was flirting with me, but if hugging and snuggling means flirting, she flirted with a lot of different people a lot. So I didn't really think anything of it. But a few days in, a good friend of mine on the ride asked me if I liked Kate because he said that she liked me. It's like 6th grade. But now Kate was and is amazing, which is an objective fact. It's not a matter of thinking she's amazing, it's a matter of knowing it. And I knew it. But I was still focused on Christina Davis. And I didn't know if she liked me, but I liked her. And again, I'm a traditional prude or whatever. So I don't even like to like two girls at one time. I don't. So I decided actually to continue to try with Christina Davis because, you know, I did like her and I had just been focused on her for so long. But what I soon realized after I just kind of expanded my focus, because that decision actually lasted one day, after I expanded my focus was that my lens actually moved and shit came into focus for real. Because I actually liked Kate a lot, and I actually genuinely liked her displays of affection. I increasingly wanted to be around her, like, all the time. And when we hugged, my head fit perfectly onto her bosom. And the thing is, Kate knew what she was doing, too. Like, from the moment I met her, everything about her screamed not prude and not traditional. But the first time that I actively decided to flirt back with her surrounding the shift I'd made in my mind from Christina to Caitlin McIntyre, she was talking to me about building a future life together in Alexandria, Virginia, and how amazing that would be. Now, I took every flirtatious thing Kate said with at least a little tongue-in-cheek. But again, she knew what she was doing. She knew that Jennifer Lou is all about mating for life. So she's talking to me about this future life. And I look at her and I say, but Kate, you're 20 years old. I'm 28. I'm ready to find the one for me now and settle down. When will you even want to get married? Like 10 years from now? You know, I figure a girl like this, if she even wants to get married, will only want to after like at least 3 decades of solo work, right? So, but she turns to me and says, no, maybe like a year. But if it were you, I'd marry you tomorrow. I was toast. Toast. Caitlin and I are living that future life in the present in Alexandria, Virginia. Hey. I'm not even done yet. She is a renegade. She is a hurricane plus a tornado that somehow keeps me safe. She challenges me every day, both in the inspirational way and in the everyday living together kind of way. She does like the same kind of music that I do. And, you know I might be too close to the situation, but I am pretty sure that is a frosted cake with rainbow sprinkles.